My name is Meyghan Hill. I'm the owner of HAüS Studios. Well, it's a design and fabrication studio, primarily furniture, some art objects. I still build everything by hand, and I work with a lot of residential and commercial clients, restaurants, some hotels, things like that, and then a lot of residential work. My work, it's very materials driven, so steel is the foundation of most things, and I like to start adding other elements. So there's a lot of brass accents included. I work with a lot of leather, and coming from a fashion background, that was really fun to start incorporating a material that's much more flexible, kind of into my wheelhouse. And so, the restraint collection is actually tables and pieces that we've built leather panels for, and they kind of zip up, so each piece kind of has its own dress or outfit, which is fun. And I work with a lot of stone as well, and I like to try and take, materials that you see used in a very kind of a way that you're used to and kind of flipping it on its head a little bit. So I have, a steel bed with a marble headboard, or I like to take, marble, maybe put it in patterns, like chevron patterns, like you'd normally see a wood floor, and things like that. I love the way it handles, I love the way it looks, I love the way it smells when you're treating it poorly, cutting it open. And it's a very strong utilitarian material that I love, can be also very elegant. If I were a woman to go into a room and someone asked me a question about metalworking and I didn't know the answer, I think that the tendency would be, well, this is why women shouldn't do it, or, women only learn this a certain way, or they don't have the extent of knowledge. Whereas if a man walked into a room and didn't know an answer to a metalworking question, you'd assume he just didn't know that specific detail or answer. Well, there's a big part of this business has just been teaching myself you just can't give a shit what other people think. The other part of it is feeling a responsibility, because I do work really hard at this and I take the craft really seriously and I think I'm good at it, and you feel like you're representing other women, But again, a double-edged sword, that's a great burden to have. It's a really good problem.